Being productive is not simply just working a lot in one day and having a lot of result on that day. Productivity itself is the relationship between the amount of output and the amount of input needed to produce a product. You see, up until 2023, the world for the last 50 to 80 years have been operating a 5-day 40-hour work week for its workforce. But ever since COVID happened and technology improved, most of the workforce has been moved to online work rather than in-person work. And it resulted in increased productivity and increased happiness for the people inside the workforce. But it was never like this before. You see, a lot of people have the wrong idea that large output within a day is equal to being productive. But that has never been true. To be productive, one needs to produce those output while at the same time be efficient with how they work. And by applying that philosophies in our everyday life, we will realize that by being truly productive, following the definition earlier, we will be able to have time for other things other than the work and the results that we produce. And that can be time for friends, for family, for loved ones, for leisures, so on and so forth. You see, the idea of being productive has changed dramatically over the past few decades. And that is why I would say that productivity itself is almost like a myth. It is a terminology created by humans, and the definition itself has changed a lot over the past decades. And as time passed by, we can clearly see it changing with different patterns of how society moved forward. You know, before Henry Ford's 40-hour work week, being present at a job and working almost 100 hours a week is seen as an individual being productive. However, things changed when Henry Ford introduced the 40-hour work week, and the world saw an increase in productivity that way. And nearly a century later, with technological advancement, the world is reaching another point where the idea, the concept of productivity itself can be evolved with the help of technology. What this means is that we have to wake up. The notion of waking up, going to work and doing as much as possible is not really applicable to nowadays society. Instead, we should wake up and focus on the work we do rather than just taking everything in, trying to do as much as possible while not being truly productive. In fact, with so many distractions around us, we might even trick ourselves into thinking we are productive before we go to bed, when in reality we spend an entire day working and on social media while not spending times with family or loved ones. As a matter of fact, use technology to your advantage. It is a misconception that technology is a weapon that could be aimed toward us, but I would say it is a tool that can be used to control a lot of things in our lives. For example, simply by making your phone themes monochrome color, that can immensely reduce the distraction of those shiny social media apps and more. Not only this example, there are other countless examples on how you can use text to better up your productivity and life. So before the notion of productivity is redefined once again, I want you, the audience of this video, to start preparing yourself in becoming a better version, in fact, as a truly productive person in the 21st century. And that challenge is not only aimed toward you, but also toward me as well, because all of us are a student of our own experience. So yeah guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. You know, I figure that productivity is a massive topic being discussed by a lot of people these days, but a lot do not really tackle the essence of productivity and how productivity is not just linked to the output itself, but it's also about being efficient and having times for other things other than just work, having times for yourself, having time for friends and families. So if you find this video to be helpful, be sure to drop a like and a subscribe. With that being said, I will see you all in the next video. Thanks and goodbye.